The trade deadline to play for your hometown team. And after game number 82, the playoffs are next week. How excited are you to play in front of this crowd here tonight?
Yeah, it's a moment I've always dreamed of ever since I was a kid, watching the Oilers growing up, and now to be living it, it's a pretty special feeling, and I'm ready to give it all I got and help the team win.
And talking about your team, you guys are on a roll, winners of 3 straight, 7 of your last 8 games. How important is it to ride that much momentum heading into game 1 on Monday or Tuesday?
Yeah, since I've been here, the guys, they hold each other accountable. We work hard every day and we come ready to play, and it's been going good lately, and I think we want to ride that momentum into the postseason. And I mean, all the fans in here, they help a ton. They give us that energy every night.
You scored your second as an Edmonton Oiler tonight. Just maybe talk about how special it is to score in the orange and blue uniform.
Yeah, it always feels good to score. Wearing the jersey and scoring for the Oilers, it's great, and you want to contribute that way, and goals help the team win, so it feels good.
Brett, thanks for this.
All right, thank you.
Brett Kulak scores his second as an Edmonton Oiler and 5th of the season as the Oilers defeat the Vancouver Canucks via the shootout.
Well, the Edmonton Oilers close out their 82-game schedule with win number 49 in the season finale here against the Vancouver Canucks. And how about the shootout winner coming off the stick of number 14, Devon Shore? Again, 3-2 the final here at Rogers Place as Edmonton extends its franchise record with their 15th straight home game without a regulation loss. Obviously, some momentum they'll look to carry over into Game 1 and Round 1 against the LA Kings on Monday or Tuesday. They're victorious in each of their last 3 games and 7 of their last 8 overall. Welcome to the Oilers TV live post-game show. I'm your host, Tony Bard. Thanks for making us a part of your Friday evening. We'll get some live post-game reaction from a couple of Oilers players just over my right shoulder here, as well as head coach Jay Woodcroft in just a few moments. Stay tuned.
at these wagons out there. What a crew.
Tyson, for you, 3-game winning streak, winners of 7 of your last 8 games. I don't know if you know this, but franchise record of 15 straight games without a regulation loss on home ice. Having all of those factors heading into next week, how important is it to kind of ride that momentum as you guys get ready for Game 1?
Yeah, it's big. I think the way we've been playing, since the last little while, but even the last 2.5 months or whatever, I think it's all kind of building towards what we're going to be stepping into on Monday. And I think we're in a good position, and we're a confident group, and we know what's expected of us and what our systems are, and we're just ready and excited to execute it.
Not only are you guys winning games, but you guys are winning games in different fashions, and sometimes games that, quote unquote, you guys don't deserve to win. But you guys find a way to get that job done. To have that in the repertoire, in the belt, how much does that kind of fuel your guys' confidence?
Yeah, it's huge. Good teams find a way to win. That's I think that rings really true. And the last couple have been a bit different in the way that they're not they don't have any bearing on the standings and stuff. So I don't think we've been as tight as we could be, but going into this Game 1, we're going to have to be locked down defensively and play as well as we played all year to get it done.
Just to the left here, guys, for both Mikko and Tyson, can you discuss kind of that, I don't know if it's a fine line of nerves and excitement getting ready for the playoffs, just individually, Mikko and then Tyson, how you're feeling about getting to the point in the season everybody wants to be at with the chance to win the Stanley Cup?
No, I think it's awesome, that's why we battled so hard the 82 games, and now we're in and we have a chance to make it like a real, what we've been dreaming about it the whole life. So it's a fantastic opportunity for us.
Yeah, it's, I've been there a bunch of times, but, I've never been this excited to get into the postseason, and just the season we've had with all the adversity we've faced. I think the way that we've come out of it and the position we've put ourselves in, we're a group that's prepared and as excited as anybody to get this going. So, I think we got a real shot at it this year, and I can't wait for Monday.
Mikko, maybe you can describe this team that's playing in front of you this year at this time of year. How are they different from 12 months ago? How is this team, what's, from where you're standing and watching your team, what's different, what's better?
For a year ago, I can't really remember, but like how we play right now, it's we are like a system where everybody believes and have bought in. So it's I think that makes the difference. So it's I really like our team, and all good guys, and we're ready to go.
Tyson, you guys aren't how would I say? You're not in first place, but you're a good team, right? People aren't picking you to win the cup, but in the last few months, you've been one of the top teams in the National Hockey League. You're not going into the playoffs as a genuine cup favorite, but a lot of teams people are looking at you guys and going, man, I wouldn't want to play them early.
Yeah, I don't think
I
don't think we're surprising anyone. I don't think we're an underdog by any means. So I mean, anytime you have Connor and Leon, people are going to pay attention to you. But I like the spot we're in. I like kind of how we've played it out and how we've finished the year, and we've put ourselves in a position to have home ice. And yeah, I wouldn't want to play us if I were another team either. So it's a fun position to be in, and we're just excited to get it going.
Mikko, you don't often play back-to-back games as a goaltender. They usually have one game, one play there. How did you feel playing these back-to-back games? An awful lot of shots in both games.
I think it's actually better to play the back-to-back games. You get the rhythm going. You don't have to worry about anything, and just go in and play again. So I think it's fun.
And your record in shootouts is very good. You don't give up too many goals in shootouts. You like the shootout?
Yeah, I like the shootout. I practice quite a lot with the boys after practices, so I feel pretty confident when we're heading into the shootouts.
And Tyson, are you often in a shootout, or was this fairly rare? Defensemen don't take a lot of shootouts.
I've been in the past. I was saying, there was a couple bad moves before me, so I just piled on. And yeah, it was. It's always fun to get out there, but it's tough when you bobble the puck twice in front of 20,000. So not my best, but a good thing there's no shootouts in playoffs.
So obviously Devon Shore had the right game plan.
Yeah, go in and fire it. That was a great shot by Shorzy.
Thank you very much.
Sorry, just one more over here. One more for you, Tyson. Since Jay Woodcroft and Dave Madsen came over, you guys have been 26-9-3, which is the third best winning percentage in the NHL since February 10th. Can you talk about the process and what that process has looked like inside the locker room to get to the point you're at now?
Yeah, I think it was actually pretty gradual. I think he came in and he didn't try to introduce too much right away. He kind of, we'd work on one thing, and then as soon as he thought, we had, a good grasp on that, he kind of introduced something else. And, even up until this week, we're still working on different things that we haven't before. He's just trying to add to our game and build blocks. And I think we've done a good job at, grasping what he's trying to lay down. And, I think we've put ourselves in a spot now where we have a good foundation of how we'd like to play. And we're, right on schedule.
Thank you.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Jay, sorry, here to left. Leon and Connor not in the lineup. You want to see some other guys battled hard. Is this for a game that, like, in a big sense, doesn't mean a lot? Did you see some things that you wanted to see and hopefully accomplish over the course of 60-plus minutes?
Yeah, I thought it was, we didn't start the game the way we wanted to start. We were on our heels for a little bit, but I thought we settled in. Thought players played towards an identity of how we wanted to play, and we stuck with it. I think that's a good sign that we found a way to win. And you're mentioning some of the guys that weren't in the lineup, but how about some of the guys that were in the lineup? I thought Nugent Hopkins played very hard, had great leadership for us. I thought Kulak was excellent on the back end. We got goals from a couple D-men. We had contributions from every single line. And then the way Mikko played tonight, I mean, we can't say enough about him. And I thought it was a good team win for us. It was a good sign when you find a way to win in that type of situation.
Does it say something for the team that, I'm not saying they would pack it in and think about the next game, and I know you're not like that, but that they were engaged, they did fight back, they were playing like they were going for a playoff position or something really important?
Yeah, I think it is a good sign. I think it's a good sign that the team has a way that we want to look on the ice. We have an identity that we want to play towards. And, you know, to see them dig in and find a way to win. It's the last game of the regular season, but it leaves us, as we head into our preparations for the playoffs, in a good mood.
Heading into the playoffs now. So, you know what? You're not going in as a first game, but you have a top 3 record in the league since you took the job. You're not no one's problem. Not a lot of guys pick you to win the Stanley Cup, but a lot of teams, people are saying, I wouldn't want to play that team. How do you feel about this version of a hockey team you're taking in the playoffs?
Well, my message to our team is that, you know, come Sunday afternoon after the makeup game is finished, is that the league is narrowed. The league has gotten better. And for us to continue to play towards an identity and try and improve each day, I think that's the key to a mindset heading into a playoff series. And you know, in terms of whether teams want to play our team or not, that's up for the media to talk about or other teams. But for us, our focus is on us and our concentration here as we begin our preparations for Los Angeles.
Well, you've been talking consistently about practicing and getting better every day and adding and putting on more layers and all that. You got one practice left before the dance starts here. Are you guys ready? Do you have this team where you hoped you'd have this team at this point?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of really good signs. I think I like the fact that we're kind of just getting right into things right off the bat without, you know, a huge week of practices or build up towards the start of a series. I think it allows us to stay in the rhythm that we've been in. It's been a sprint here. I can tell you just for me personally, coming up in the middle of February, it feels like the schedule has been relentless, but we have found comfort in the rhythm of that schedule. And it's a long answer for you, but I do like where our team is at.
Jay, does a coach differently in the playoffs than he does in the regular season?
No, I think you have to have a deep understanding of who your opponent is. You're not just moving from one team to the next city and everything like that. So your level of preparation is important heading into the series. Your ability to adjust to what you see is important. And you know, but I plan on bringing the same level of intensity to my job, and I know our coaching staff is going to have that same attitude in terms of how hard we prepare for this series.
Okay, your game plan in the 3-on-3 and then the shootout without your big guns playing, how did you decide who was doing what? Because normally Leon and Connor eat up most of the 3-on-3, and then in the shootout they would be 2 of your 3 shooters as well.
Yeah, well, I think what you do is I've experienced with some of those players in the past, so I have an understanding of what capabilities are. You make sure you're seeing things clearly in the game as it's being played, and who might have a little extra jump in their step or might be dangerous in that situation. And we just tried to play the cards as best we could, and based on experience and based on communicating with your coaching staff, you try and make sure the right people are in the right situations.
And so Devon Shore was your ace up your sleeve?
Well, it's someone that we talked about, that he did have a good shootout move. And I'm happy for him. What a way to end his regular season to help our team with a big win.
Thank you.
Jay, not to read too much into it, but the players took a few minutes to come out for the post-game media availability. Assuming you guys had a team meeting and kind of got to relish, you know, the final moments of the regular season together, what was the messaging there, assuming you guys had one?
Yeah, the messaging, we just wanted to take care of a few nuts and bolts and house cleaning type issues so that the players could go into their day off tomorrow with a clear head. And really use tomorrow as a day to regenerate. So the message is just what I said earlier, which is that the league is narrowed, the league's gotten better, and we need to take a step. And it starts with making sure we rest properly, and then starts with a good day of practice on Sunday.
Since clinching last week, a couple of players, newer players on your team, have mentioned, I've heard about how crazy this place gets in the playoffs. Do players talk about that in the room, and do they look forward to that? And how much are you guys looking forward to that, playing in front of this crowd?
Yeah, we think we have the best fans, the most passionate fans, the most knowledgeable fans in the National Hockey League. And I can tell you, having experienced a playoff run in this city firsthand, I know how excited everybody is for the playoffs, and I know how excited our players are to try and play to our full potential against a quality opponent come Monday night.
Jay, just one for me back here, a follow-up maybe on something Mark asked. You said very recently that you don't feel like you're a finished product. Do you feel like you are now?
No, I don't think we're a finished product. I think, you know, we have yet to play to our full potential, and that is our goal heading into the playoffs, is to play to our full potential. And there's been a lot of really good moments here over the last 2.5 months. I'm appreciative of the efforts of our players. We're not here, we're, you know, a few days away from hosting a first-round playoff series without the efforts and execution level of our players. And but we know we have to take a step. And there's a ways to go, and that's our goal, is to play to our full potential. Thanks, guys.